No.
Aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain. Oh,
Oh.
who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
I don't know, but it's D&D time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. Yes, I recorded that. Be embarrassed, Pam. Be very embarrassed. I'm Lord Z, your humble dungeon master. Let's kick through introductions right off the back. Brad is on time, so you get to go first, my friend.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. I am Brad, and yes, for once, I am actually on time. Thank God. It's a miracle. Aside from a couple of butt dials that happened along the way, I am playing Erdon, the Furbolg Twilight Cleric, and yeah, he likes to, as I would think Max would probably say this, he likes to monkey around quite a bit. So we'll see. We'll see what shenanigans we can get into today.
All right, Eric, give us that shout out.
Again, I'm Eric. I play Willie, the Barbarian. I don't honestly remember what the hell we did last game. Hopefully, we kill some stuff in this game, and that will be awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Pam.
Hi everybody, I am Pam playing Miss Holly. I am a half elf sorcerer and apparently a very, very bad family individual. And we'll leave it at that.
Fitz.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Fitzsiverly, the Azamar Werebear Paladin, Step Paladin to Holly.
No step
And
paladin.
I am here to chew bubblegum and adopt orphans, and I am all out of bubblegum.
Hold on, I'm messing with my settings here. Alrighty, Max.
is I, Maxi, um, also playing Yindra's Nightclaw slash Hamish the Shadow Mastiff, here to become emo.
As is apparent by the new Discord photo she has up. Last but certainly not least, our actual dad of the group, Mike. I saw your eye twitch when I said that, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anyways, hi everyone. I'm Mike. I play Godric, Goliath cleric, of the Light Order. I like to heal things, vanquish the evils of the world. Not just things, but mainly the party. Like keep them from, going to the other side. Um, that's all there really is to button it up.
Alrighty. Well, the last couple of months of playtime has been fun filled in the Feywild, traveling along the river, making a deal with Madame Pompey, who you now have confirmed is 99% likely to be the mother of Nord, Sir Fitz Chivalry's second in command back in the material plane. Cut a deal for some labor, kept making your way to deal with Lycan problem, ran into Erdan. Erdan joined the group. Hi, Becca. Dealt with the Lycan problem, was making your way back when Captain Sandy Claus, Willie's previous quote-unquote father, captured the lot of you. Willie got sucked into an interdimensional prison and transformed into a wild magic barbarian. The ship took off, crash landed in the mountains, cut a deal with the Eladrin to get a ride back to the burrows. Picked up a straggler along the ways, Miss Misty, a Air Genasi hiding from her father and sibling sister wives, I guess is the best way to describe the situation. Got a ride back, made your way back to the ship, spent about a week fixing it, and the last thing you all did was sneak up on some uh, satires who were drinking their parents' stolen alcohol, presumably, but telling ghost stories. And Fitz decided, let's wait for the opportune moment and then go charging. And it was successful. You scared the satires. They went running away screaming, leaving all of their stuff behind. There had been a note of, let's just walk back to camp and pick up the next morning. I'm perfectly okay with that, but if there's anything you guys wanted to retcon and do before the evening ends, take it away.
We were discussing testing the ship with uh, Commander Barn,
Yep.
the commander.
He had come to you and said that the ship is seemingly ready to be tested for flight worthiness.
Yeah, and I suggested us wait till morning.
Yep.
Just do one final once over on the ship. And it has occurred to me through over the table conversations this past week, we should probably check inventory before we go taking off. So I'm gonna in game suggest we go through inventory, make sure none of the meat that we're storing is rotted. Make sure we double check all the nooks and crannies, make sure we didn't miss any cracks because we don't need ships falling apart in air.
Come. I would retcon it and say that you could have done the inventory over the week you've been sitting here.
Okay, well, I just want to get that out there. Make sure it's done.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be in midair, have the ship crack up, or find out that we have 100 pounds of rotting fish or something.
Absolutely. So you go through. Let me just do. Just see if you lost anything from the crash. Okay. As you go through the ship's inventory and kind of double check everything, pretty much everything still seems there and seems intact. The 16 chickens you procured from the Astral Sea are still alive. It seems the dwarves have been taking care of them. You are out of chicken feed, however. It has been all that has been used up. You had purchased those 2 crates, each with 50 vials in them. A couple of potions were in there. The one that remained in the crates was a potion of growth. That. Go ahead.
Isn't that what the bottom of the list is? What were in those vials?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could probably lose the.
And then you had like 75 bottles of inert substances or perfumes, and about half of those have broke on impact. So there's about 30 left. The Kindori meat has either been eaten or spoiled and disposed of. The blubber is still there.
Blubber.
Huh? Yeah.
The blubber's blubber. It should be good.
Yeah, I mean, it can go bad. It just takes a lot longer. The venison has either gone bad or been eaten. Ale's still good. And yeah, so
ration should be.
Yep, the rations. Those are dry rations, so those are good.
All right.
You have 2 crates of rations, actually.
Right.
So.
Okay, that is awesome. I just, and make sure my altar's good in my
Yep, still good.
Barracks. Okay.
Still good. All right. So, was there anything you guys wanted to do after scaring the shit out of the teenage satires before you head to bed?
I mean, we originally were chasing down Willie because Willie was flipping out about
Mhm.
his lack of taste for his meat. Yeah,
Yeah.
taste buds.
And
He
you
was
had,
by. Yeah,
yeah, you had caught him and talked to him, and then he was like, "Oh, by
yeah.
the way, there's a campfire over there,"
Right. So
and
I
that's when
mean,
you
I suppose
guys.
if we're walking back to the camp, um, just making sure he's good. We'll be all right. We'll move. We're moving forward. We good, Willie? You good?
I mean, I'm not gonna die. I guess uh, this whole damn place can just be damned. It can be damned.
Well, we're leaving soon, right? I mean, we got to hunt down a warlock and kill him, and then we got one more we got to go back to the material planes for. So sooner we get this guy found and unalived, we can move on.
Well, at least that's something I'm good at.
Yeah, right.
All this, all these changes have me thinking, and I don't like these voices in my head. Better when it's quiet, just killing.
Well, you're opening your mind. I mean, the gods talk to us in many ways, there, Willie. That's you. It's your gods talking to you, man. That's what I'm saying. Even if you don't worship them all the time, they're around. They're around.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Depending on what they're saying, it might be worth just thinking about what they're saying. Unless they're telling you to murder everybody, then come talk to me and we'll chat about
I'll laugh and like thank you, Godric.
it. Not a problem, buddy. Not a problem.
All right. Anybody else have anything before you go to sleep for the night?
Yes. Well, in preparation for sleep, will make sure. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing this right here, because I did a little lore research this week.
Casting legend lore last week wasn't enough. You needed more.
No,
You needed
no.
more lore, because I'll start working with Eric. I'll have him write you a whole damn book.
Yeah. So just in preparing for bed, Erdan's going to basically face in the direction of the moon and start saying his prayers and to salute, and yeah, he'll go to bed.
Okay. Do you have an actual prayer you want to say, or just keep it general?
Let me see here, because I do have a couple written down. Yes.
Look at you doing your homework like a nerd.
Yeah, I know, true nerds. All right. Well, we will say. All right, we'll say this one. So the prayer goes, "Let all on whom my light falls be welcome if they desire to be so. As the silver moon waxes and wanes, so too does all life. Trust in my radiance and know that all love alive under my light shall know my blessing. Turn to the moon, and I will be your true guide." And that'll be his prayer to Saloon.
Beautiful. Love it. All right.
Nerd.
Yeah, don't ask Godric for his. That ain't gonna happen. His is just generalized.
Oh,
Alright.
Daddy Godric.
Anybody else got anything before 9 nights?
Can I read a little bit?
Sure. How long do you want to read for? You got, at this point, about 10 hours till sunrise. You need 8 hours to complete a long rest. 4 hours will give you a short rest. So you could, in theory, get 6 hours of reading in without taking a level of exhaustion.
Lord.
Let's do that.
Yeah, have you used any spell slots?
Um,
Yes.
I was
yeah.
gonna say they're not gonna empty if you.
Yeah, you need a long rest to get rid of all those to open up all your spell slots.
Yeah.
So you could get
So you're saying,
2 hours of reading in.
yeah, which is the original plan.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because you guys have been here for like a week, so you shouldn't. There's no way you burned 9 spell slots on that last week.
I only have three, one, two, three, four, five
Oh,
spots.
I know what it's because I'm getting an error message when I hit the long rest button. So nobody should have used any spell slots.
Except for me.
No, because that was legend lore was a ritual, I thought.
Maybe it was. For some reason, I have it marked off. I don't know why.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? It's because I used True Seeing.
Yeah, you cast tree seeing on me.
Yeah, you did. And legend lore is not a ritual from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, so that's
So,
where those 2 spell slots came
so
from.
okay. All right. But Pam, you wouldn't have had used any spell slots, so you could do a short rest and be okay.
Okay, let's do that, please.
Okay. Here you go. And did we roll for how many hours you managed to read over the last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. Well, everybody gets a long rest and nothing happens over the night. Come morning, who would be the last person on watch if you guys did a watch?
I'll
That
say
could
I
be
would
fun.
be.
Okay, well, whoever's awake in the early morning, roll me a perception check.
Max, you can do it if you want.
Pam, if you were awake too, you can roll as well.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about your book, nerd. All right. Well, Sir Fluffy Button Yerndris, as you're doing your morning routines, you can hear a number of footsteps walking through the forest. It's a little ways off. Maybe you can't see what's walking, but it's maybe 50 to 100 yards off, moving in that direction. If you zoom your map out, you'll see a purple arrow I drew there.
I tell if there are animal prints or animal footsteps.
Make a nature check. Some of them are animal footsteps. Some of them are not.
I mean, I would wager we're all on the ship there, DM, if it's
In
put
the
back together.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys are sleeping in the ship, I'll just put you there.
Yeah, in our rooms, because the ship's together. So
Symbolize.
I mean, did we have a spare room for Dan?
Nope.
No,
There's
he'll sleep on he'll sleep on the deck. We'll just make it easy.
there's open space down in the cargo hold
Yeah.
next to where the dwarves set up. There's a
Once
free
we-
space down there, but
Once we get the map from the ship that's actually completed, we'll work on that for you. If you're going to travel with us, you should probably have your own spot.
Yeah. Cross that bridge in a bit.
but
Yeah.
so yeah, Yerndris, you can hear a lot of footsteps They're not moving loudly per se, but there's volume to it just because of how many are going. Some of them are animal footsteps, some of them are not. You'd be able to determine that some of what's walking are quadrupedal and some are bipedal. 4 legs and 2 legs. If you're talking, we can't hear you, Max.
No, I'm not talking. I'm thinking. Go tell Roderick that there are many footsteps.
Not in my room sleeping, but we're all in our room sleeping.
I will knock on your door and be like, "Yo,
Yeah?
there's a lot of footsteps outside."
Alright, well, we don't know what it, do you know, you just said footsteps, so I'm assuming you don't know what's coming.
No, but there's a lot of them, and it also sounds like there's some like animal ones coming around this way. I'm a little bit concerned.
Alright, I'll put my gear on, I'll be out, it takes me a few minutes. Just knock on doors as you go and tell them, hey, get up, something's going on. Because it's
Will do.
your last watch, so everybody should be got their rest in.
I'm gonna go around and knock on everybody else's door and tell them to get their lazy asses up.
Okay.
I start putting my gear on.
Does anybody not get up? Okay. We'll fast forward it then. Takes 10 minutes to put everything on, so some of you can come up immediately because you have a lack of armor. Some of you, it takes a little bit longer. But eventually you all get up to the top deck. Now that it's been pointed out to you, Miss Holly and everybody else, you can all hear the footsteps. It sounds like a caravan marching through the woods. They're not moving quickly. All you can hear are just animals going through the woods, basically.
Type
No
of animal.
chanting.
One at a time, please.
Go ahead,
Sorry,
Ben.
go ahead.
Okay, Pam, what'd you say?
What type of animals?
All you...
Like, can we tell the difference if there's different type of animals, or do they all sound the same?
Well, you can't see anything, so you know it's not anything monstrous in size.
Right.
All you can really pick out, because it's like being at a concert when somebody's trying to talk to you and there's just a lot of secondary noise. All you can really pick out is that some of them have 2 legs and some of them have 4 legs.
Gotcha.
From this
Okay,
distance,
okay.
you're too far away to determine anything else. What did you say, Brad?
I was just gonna ask, but I think you answered my question. I was just gonna ask. There's no like chanting or anything like that, is there?
Not that you can hear.
Okay.
Can we get anybody on the ship? Can anybody get a higher viewpoint? Like climb a tree, top of a tree.
How
Like,
bright is it?
Kind of looking at Willie because Willie likes to climb things.
It is early morning. The sun is creeping up over the horizon. Do remember that about this area around the ship was cleared of trees.
Yeah.
With the exception of Trevor. Trevor would give you guys maybe an extra 15, 20 feet.
Wait, how long have we been here for?
At this point, a little over a week.
Oh.
Erdan, didn't you send a message to the were creatures?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Treants are huge, so you would be able to get another 20 or so feet up by climbing Trevor if he allowed you to.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, very well so.
if nobody can just, well, yeah, if none of you can, I don't know, get airborne, uh, Willie, I know you climb quite well. Would you mind going up, take a look, see if you can spot anything from a distance?
Sure.
Trevor, would you be okay with Willie using you for leverage to get up and try and figure out what's coming in?
As long as he doesn't hurt me.
So no pittance, man. You gotta
I
keep
look,
it for.
I look at him. I'm like, don't worry, big boy. I'll be gentle.
Baby, don't hurt
He
me.
then leans down one of his thicker branches to kind of like give you a good starting climb. And go ahead and make an athletics check.
As he climbs, I kind of want to yell out, "Hey, I sent a message to the my other were buddies. It might be them."
I look at Erdan and I'm like, we didn't send him up there to eat him. We just sent him up there to look.
I'm just throwing that out there so he's not like, "Oh shit."
So you get up to the top of Trevor and go ahead and make a perception check. Beautiful. The forest canopy is thick. THICC. Thick. And all you see are treetops.
What do you see, Willie?
And I'll shut down. I'll be like, I don't see anything. It's trees.
Okay, who's the fastest here?
I mean,
I'm
I can
assuming?
go invisible.
I'm not worried about invisible, I'm worried about fast. We just need to get somebody in and out to see if they can see what's going on over there.
Sir Fluffy Butt would probably be your fastest person.
Okay. And who's got our best eyesight? Above table, who's got the best perception?
I have a +3.
I have +4.
Miss Holly has a +3.
She has a +7.
Fluffy Butt's got a +3.
We're all great.
Yurndris has got a +4, he said?
Oh, Yidris has a +1. Hamish has a +7.
And he gets
Oh.
advantage if it's scent based.
Yes.
Yeah, but oh wait, you can communicate with Hamish.
He has a talking collar. So.
Right. Yeah. So, Yurndris, why don't you send Hamish to see what Hamish sees and come right back and
3 months later, and you finally remember the collar. Love it.
and relay the information. Because he's going to be the fastest, and he can see and he can smell. So yeah, that's perfect.
It's still dark out too. He can hide in the shadows.
Mhm. Yeah, he can vanish if things go haywire, right? So it's up to you. You're his master. You make the call. But sounds like you're going to be the best one to go scouting for us.
I don't like any of you right now. I don't want anybody to get hurt. So I will go with Hamish to scout.
Okay. And how are you moving? So I know I said yards earlier, so the noise is probably 300 plus feet into the woods, far enough that you can't see anything. How are you approaching where the noise is?
To move stealthily in the shadows of the trees.
Okay. So you can roll a stealth check, and Hamish can roll a stealth check at advantage.
that's not good for me. But you know.
Okay. So you guys move through. Drop my thing. Whatever. You move through the forest, and as you start creeping up to the noise, you can see through the trees there are a number of creatures. There are some gnomes, some satyrs, some fairies, even a couple of eladrin, and all of them are guiding some type of mount. You know, you spot a unicorn or two. One person has a griffin. Most people just have like variations of horses or other four-legged creatures that are large enough for them to ride based on their size. And one of the satyrs spots you and kind of steps off the trail and, hello there. Yeah, you in the bush. I can see you. Morning. How are you today?
Does he look friendly?
You're not there, Pam.
I'm just asking outside of the box. Does it sound friendly?
It sounds friendly to me.
Well,
Sounds fantabulous.
sounds very nice. What can I do for you, sir?
Well, I noticed you sitting there watching us. I was wondering if there was anything I could do for you.
Yes, actually. Where y'all headed?
Oh,
Where you off to?
we're just heading down to the beach. Have us a little race. You know, we do this once a year. It's just a great race, great way to blow off steam and, you know, settle some rivalries and make a little coin in the process. We usually all take bets and whatnot. Did you want to come with? Hell, you could even race if you wanted.
To ask my party, my group of people.
Okay,
If
well
wanna.
we can't stop and wait. You know, it's still about an hour's walk to the beach, and then we gotta have the race, and then folks gotta get home. But just keep heading that way if you want to race, and we'll meet you there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day.
You as well.
And he turns to keep walking. Anything else?
Yeah, Yindra's just gonna saunter back and relay the message to the group.
I feel like there was sass in that.
But did he sound friendly?
I mean, yeah, he did to me, I guess.
You can roll insight for that, Yundris.
Do we know that they invited Yandris to the beach? Like, does she tell the whole story?
That was the most friendly satire you have ever had a conversation with in your life, Yundris.
The only satire I've ever had a conversation with.
That was kind of the point of me saying that.
Do you think we should go?
I mean, if y'all want to head down to the beach, by all means, go for it.
What are you gonna do?
Go on a murderous rampage. What else would I do?
Are you okay? Or are you still in your thoughts?
Yeah. Totally okay. Just gonna walk off.
You're still on your thoughts. Got it. Okay. So then I just look at the group. So we're gonna go to the beach?
I mean,
Thank you.
Oh,
we
Becky.
we got a task ahead of us to go hunt down a warlock, but I mean,
Baron kind of steps up. He goes, you know, if y'all wanted to go, it really wouldn't set us back too much. Misty will be here, and we can definitely test the flight capabilities just fine, and the three of us can do final checks on the integrity of the ship if you wanted to go.
Well, I mean, okay. I group decision here.
But
Okay, so let's go through this one at a time. Urindris, yay or nay?
Say, sure, why not?
All right, Fitz, yay or nay?
Why don't we just take a test flight of the ship to the beach? Can
Wouldn't
you
that
hear
be
me?
less than like a block away
Yeah.
though?
I mean, it's an hour walk, so it'd be a decent test, but not a horribly long one. Plus, we'd land in the water if anything goes wrong.
Well,
It's down by the beach.
and
That
remember
makes sense.
too, they gotta give the ship a good once over for integrity before they do the first flight test. So it might be a couple hours before the ship
Okay.
gets lifted for the first time.
Do they need us to pilot this ship to bring it to the beach?
Well, the test is just checking to make sure that if the ship lifts off, one, whether or not it will lift off, and two, when it lifts off, if it'll hold together when it does so.
I understand that, but if the ship seems to be intact, ready to go after they finish testing it, can they bring it to the beach?
Uh, None of them are trained in spell jamming.
But is it even still a spelljammer
You did.
if we're now using power to runes and elements?
You guys
Right.
have no idea.
Okay, well, let's ask Misty.
Yeah, if Missy's
Where's Misty?
heritage is moving ships along, then she should know if.
Oh, look, Misty just randomly popped up right behind Pam.
Oh, hey.
I forgot
Didn't see you there.
I had pulled her to a different map to test some stuff. I forgot.
Okay, well, Miss Misty, uh, since you're familiar with propelling ships, do you need a spelljammer?
Most ships around here still have rudders and sails and such. They just use the air elementals to
Push the sails?
lift them.
Oh, lift
and
them.
and yeah, some extra wind to propel them, of course. But
So you just need somebody who can actually steer it. You don't actually need
I really don't know how ships work. I just kind of know how to use the elemental part of me to hopefully make the ship float.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to read outside the lines here, guys, and say that if we want to go to the beach, we're just going to have to go to the beach and come back to the ship. What do you want to do? It looks like
I
the
don't
ship
get
isn't
how we
going
get
to
to the beach.
join us. We're going to have to come back.
Yeah, that sounds okay by me. I don't know everybody else what they want to do.
Fitz? I just start singling you guys out. Fitz, what do you want to do? You want to go check out this race, or you want to stick around the ship?
You know what? It sounds like they're gonna have a bunch of time where they're checking and testing stuff anyway. I mean, how often are we gonna get to go to the Feywild?
Right. Okay. Um, Erdan, you
He
you've
said
been from
thumbs
the
up.
Feywild. Okay. I say you're from the
So that's
Feywilds. You might be familiar with what they're doing. So, is it a good time at those things?
I don't. Would I know this? Do you?
No, you don't usually hang out this far north where the race takes place, so you're not familiar with it.
Yeah. I have no idea what
Okay,
they're doing, but I'll tag
Willie,
along.
Willie, there might be some kind of celebration, some different types of foods for you to try. You want to go?
Got that already. What's the prize?
Don't know. You're just didn't mention just something about racing and winning coin.
Yeah, there's also a couple of unicorns over there. I don't know if it'll persuade you to go, Fitz, but there's some unicorns.
It might be a granddaddy there, Fitz.
I mean, I have been thinking about eating unicorn. Worth a try. No offense, I'll say, looking at Fluffy Butt.
So, and your interest was already asked, but I will just to put it in game. Make sure it's done in game. Your interest. I know you're not. You've been feeling funny, but you want to go check it out. Maybe it'll cheer you up. Who knows?
I mean, yes.
All right. Well, it looks like the majority of us are at least somewhat interested in going. So let's just take a moment and go see what this race is all about.
Yeah. I mean, look on the bright side. Maybe we'll get to see some spectacular crashes.
Well, who knows? With the
Holly will say,
racing,
I'm okay with that.
it's like if you're wrecking a unicorn, this is there's a problem, man.
Yeah, we got a bunch of healers. They'll be all right.
You'll be fine.
All right. Well, we're gonna
I mean,
group up. I guess we're gonna head to the races.
you know mending, right?
Of course.
Perfect. You can mend any broken bones. We're good.
All right. So you all make the hour-long trek. We can take her off right now. You all make the hour-long trek down to the beach. And as you leave the tree line and walk out to the beach, you see just an amazing gathering, a variety of Feywild creatures. There's some Herringon, some satyrs, some centaurs, just anything you could think of Feywild related is there. And there's a lot of mounts as well. You can see one area is set up kind of like a potluck style deal where there's a bunch of food laid out on a table. And at the end of the table, it's just got a little barrel with a sign on it that reads tip to eat. There's another section with a sign up above it that says rentals, and underneath it you can see some like fey variations of horses, purples and orange colored instead of what you're used to in the prime material plane. There's another sign underneath, just sits a table with a couple of workers, all satyrs, and the sign reads bets. And then there's a start line, and you look way down the beach, probably about a quarter mile, and it says, and that's you see a flag for the finish line.
Do I see a van?
A what?
A van.
Down by the river.
Down by the river.
Glad somebody got that.
I knew where that was going. I knew it was going there.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I was hoping somebody would get it.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
Chris Farley, Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay.
He's a youngster.
You know, I've seen clips of Saturday Night Live. I've never actually sat down and watched it.
Look,
Seems
you don't
hilarious.
watch it, you're gonna find yourself living in a van down by the river.
Okay, got it.
You know, Brad, if you encourage him, he's just going to keep doing this.
That's what I'm here for.
But all right, the scene is set. What do you guys want to do?
While we're walking?
You guys are at the beach now. I just told you there's a place where you can take bets. There's a place where you can rent a mount to participate. There's a registration booth. There's a big like buffet style potluck deal going on. It just says tip to eat.
We all just woke up.
Why do we just want to hang out?
Then you just hang out.
I say, we just woke up, so I'm going to,
If you're going to the food, I'm going to the food with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop. Let's drop 14 copper in the tub. What the hey? And
As you
grab a
guys
little bite to eat.
V-line for the potluck table, a little gnome pops out of a bush and follows behind you with a trombone as you're walking.
Okay.
I want to participate in the race.
All right.
Race.
Sounded like he was just waiting
Oh,
for
wait.
that.
Well, does Yandra say that like out loud, or she's just minding like her own business?
No, he said that out loud. He goes, in a very kid voice, I want to race.
Oh, welcome you back. Good job. You go do that.
Shut the fuck up, lady.
Okay.
Race.
I'll see you later. Bye.
What kind of check would we be using if we were to participate in the race? Animal handling or acrobatics, athletics? What do we?
I mean, it would depend on what kind of mount you ride and what the rules are, the race are, if any, because you guys have no fucking clue other than it's a race.
Does that mean I have to trade Hamish in for a new mount for now?
Well, yeah, no, I understand where you're going with that, but here's the thing. I should have some kind of idea if I have any kind of inkling to be able to ride or not.
Renting a creature, if you were to rent a mount, you would have to make an animal handling check to determine a good mount.
Okay.
When it comes down to the actual race, there won't be any checks for like race performance because the mount is doing the work. You're just riding the mount.
Okay. So, okay. Well,
just gonna throw this out there.
It's
above table.
I'll break it down because at least Urindris is racing. So during the race, there's a couple of actions you can take. Okay, you can use your action to speed up or slow down. And that's an action to do those two things. Moving left or right and maintaining speed just costs move. It uses your movement for that round.
Okay. Well.
But if there's another action you wanted to do, you wouldn't be able to speed up or slow down. And that's all there is to it.
I don't have a very good animal handling skill, so I'm just gonna spectate.
Okay.
Enjoy some food. How would that work if me and Sir Fluffy Butt were racing?
The exact same way it would work for everybody else. You would, as an action, you could tell Sir Fluffy Butt to speed up or slow down. Otherwise, you could use your action to do whatever else.
What
so
if
us telekinesis? Whatever, were we telepathic communication that doesn't give us an advantage?
It'll give you a little bit of an advantage.
I have telekinesis.
Do we know the rules on what can be considered to be a mount?
Anything you can ride.
Piggyback, let's go.
Yeah, I was going to say, Fitz, do you know where I'm going with this?
Are you suggesting I turn into a bear and somebody ride me, or are you suggesting you turn into a monkey and somebody rides you?
I'm just saying that we have two possible mounts that we could put in. So, well, three, if you include Sir Fluffy Butt.
You cannot have your stepdaughter ride you. It's not nice.
No step paladin.
I don't know. All those videos I saw, they seem to enjoy it.
I mean, I don't know what the race consists of, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Y'all make your decision on what you're doing. Godric's just gonna
Chill, eat food.
Anybody anybody who is gonna eat the food, go ahead and mark off whatever coin you're gonna give as a tip. Just do that right away.
Can we tell like what it looks like people are dropping in there? Or are they like dropping a gold piece or a copper or
Just like a small handful of coins, typically coppers and silvers. Some of the finer dressed individuals, you'll see a gold or two go in.
Thank God we don't have a rogue.
I'm gonna drop a gold.
I did too.
I put a silver in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it too. So I'm gonna throw gold in, and I'm gonna get a half loaf of bread. Table. I'm gonna hollow it out. I'm gonna throw a potato inside of that. I'm gonna take a hunk of cheese, stuff on top of that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna eat.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that sandwich style over to the guy for the main races and be like, "Hey, what are the rules on these races?"
Rules are pretty simple. Just don't kill anyone and be the first one across the line.
All right.
So, injuring is okay, just not killing.
You've never been to one of these before, have you?
No.
No, that's why we're asking about the rules.
Sign me up.
Yeah, no, everything's fair game. Just don't kill anyone. We have clerics on staff if you get hurt, and have a good time. You know, this is more about camaraderie than anything. And you know, if you think you stand a chance, I definitely recommend hitting the bet table before you go.
Okay, I'm gonna sign up. Put me down. The name's Willie.
And your ride, Willie?
Willie.
Willie riding Willie.
Damn right.
Got it.
Also, write me down for that race, bud.
And your ride?
I will need to rent said ride.
Alright, well, go rent one and then come back and let me know your name and your ride's name.
Thank you.
I shall ride.
Myself.
And your ride, sir?
Sir Fluffy Butt, the Death Core, a unicorn.
Sir Fluffy Butt, the Death Core uniform. Alright, got it.
Unicorn.
That's what I said.
I feel like you don't got it.
That's definitely what I said. Any other racers?
Bab, do you want to race?
No, I'm just gonna look at everybody.
Okay. I think I'll hold off. I'll place a bet though.
Okay. Anybody who wants to bet, how much are you betting?
I got 10 gold on Sir Fluffy Butt and Fitz.
Okay.
I'm gonna put $100 on me.
Okay, you can't just say $100 because we have like 5 different currency types.
Oh, 100 gold.
Okay. Just to clarify, that was on Fitz to win for both of those, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 58 on Fitz.
Is that 58,000 money bags?
No, just 58 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll bet 100 gold on myself. You just will remember this, everybody.
I
It's
also.
okay, you already had, so it's okay. We're just adding a little more fuel to the fire. It's cool.
You know what? Actually, Fitz is gonna put another 100 on Yendris. He's seen his animal handling, and he's got a good feeling about it.
Always good to hedge your bets.
Yeah.
And what were you gonna do, Willie?
I laugh and say they're too confident, and I put 100 on myself.
All right. Any other bets?
I'm gonna bet 5 gold that at least once during the race, Willie tries to eat his mount.
Trying to eat himself.
They take your bet. All right. Anybody else got bets on this?
Just people are savages. No.
No, but I would like to go rent my mount, por favor.
Okay, for the two of you who need to rent mounts, you walk over to a short-haired gnome woman. Looking to race today. What can I do you for?
A speedy steed.
Well, they're all pretty speedy. Why don't you take a look at them? We only do horses, unfortunately, but take your look, and if you like one, let me know. It's the way it works. It's 50 gold to rent. You get 40 of that back, assuming that the horse comes back alive, and you don't get any of it back if it comes back dead.
One that will be able to sit my fat ass.
All right. So both of you go ahead and make animal handling checks.
What?
And this will do you a combination of whether or not it can handle you, as well as like if you have a bond with it. Yeah, temperament. How easily it'll be.
I'm gonna look at Sir Fluffy Butt and be like, hey, can you talk to horses, or is it just unicorns?
I can only talk to you, Father.
Oh, really? Unicorns can't talk to each other?
Yeah, but he's a summon. Like.
Yeah, but he's summoned from here.
Interestingly enough, animals don't have languages, so that speak with animal spell is like a magic thing that bestows on them the ability to speak. It's kind of weird.
I'm getting to it. I can speak to anything telepathically, and anything that speaks celestial, elvish, or sylvan can communicate and understand me. It says in your head. Willie, I need animal handling from you.
I did not expect Sir Fluffy Butt to sound like Barry White.
I shall be using my legs.
Your what?
To run with my legs. I need no mount.
They did specifically say you have to be mounted on something for the race.
Why does Fluffy Butt sound like the creepy guy from the back of the bar?
He sounds like Barry Manilow. He is obviously the sexiest unicorn alive.
Yeah, he sounded very sexy. That's all I have to say about that. I would never picture that.
You know what you could do, Willie, if you really wanted to run? You could rent a mount and carry it. Because it didn't say what had to be mounted. It just said one thing mounted on top of another.
Quick, let's make him a stick horse.
Oh my god, yes.
Or one of those ducky ring floats.
Yeah, see, that's what we need. I need to be the mount. I am faster than horses.
Miss Holly only weighs like 110 pounds. I'm just saying.
Oh, your fucking boots.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna tell Miss Holly, I'm going to carry you to victory. Are you ready to race?
Yeah, let's do this shit.
Alright. Yurndris, you're able to find a horse who has a decently mild temperament. You can tell that he's been here a couple of times and been in the race a couple of times and isn't exactly thrilled to be here, but
is it a Clydesdale?
It's his life, so no, it's not. He's
Jokes on you. Those are my favorite. So,
he's definitely a thicker boy, so you're pretty sure he can hold your weight, though.
Yeah, boy, he's thick.
I spent some time before the race getting him to trust me a little bit.
Random people walk by yelling, "Damn, that horse is thick!"
Yes, I will let you make one more animal handling check. to try to improve your relationship with him prior to the race.
Hello.
There you go.
So much better.
It definitely improves your chances a little bit.
Woo! That's all I wanted.
Anything else anybody wants to do? Willie, you went back over and registered Miss Holly as the rider and yourself as the mount. We got that taken care of. Anything else anybody wants to do before the race starts?
I have to register, sir.
Oh, that's right. You do as well. And what are you naming your rental?
Big Dick Energy.
Huh?
Big Dick Energy.
BDE, baby.
That's exactly what I wrote down on my note was BDE.
That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right. As you all finalize your registrations, it is a $10 entry fee for the race, or 10 gold. Sorry, Fitz got me fucked up on the dollar shit right now. It is a 10 gold entry fee, so anybody racing has to pay $10. Between Fitz and Miss Holly, you guys only have to pay the one time.
I will pay the 10 for Miss Holly.
Okay.
I'm using her as a jockey.
And he goes over the rules with you one last time. Anything goes, just don't kill anybody. Magic's fine, just don't permanently maim, dismember, or transport to someplace you can't get them back from. Have fun. Oh, and if I didn't say it already, don't kill anybody. Questions? All right, sounds good. Race should be starting here in about 5 minutes, so just get your mount up to the starting line and be ready. That first little blast is quite the sandstorm, if you know what I mean.
No, we don't.
Well, there's probably over 100 riders and just this narrow little beach, so it's only a quarter-mile track. The first 100 feet's a little rough. Anyways, have fun.
Don't worry about that. I say as I whip out my lightning axe and all of the lightning that comes with it.
He kind of like side eyes while he's trying to look away as your axe arcs a little bit. All right. Anything else anybody wants to do before the race begins? Any more bets?
To tell Hamish to stay by Brad so he doesn't get injured in the process.
Who's Brad?
Sorry. To stay by Erdan. Damn it.
I will take good care of Mr. Hamish.
All right.
Sir Hamish.
Well, you all do your prep work, and Pam walked away, but you hear the attendant standing near the starting line goes, "Race starting in 1 minute. Get to the starting line if you're participating. Viewers, off to the side, please." The large crowd of riders with their mounts move up to the starting line. It is a large crowd. What are you individuals doing to position yourself within the crowd? Is there front of the crowd, back of the crowd, middle of the crowd, left, right?
I would like... Are you talking about bystanders, or are you talking about...
No, I'm talking about the racers.
Oh, never mind.
Bystanders are watching, unless you want to do anything from the sideline during the race.
I would like to be close enough to do some shenanigans.
Okay. Well, you can be right up along the side. What part of the race do you want to be along the side? Do you want to be at the beginning, middle, or closer to the end?
Probably... I mean, I don't... Help me visualize the track here.
It's a straight shot down a beach for about a quarter of a mile. So you can be anywhere along, like, the raceway.
Got it.
just not in the raceway.
Probably. Let's go like half to 3/4.
Okay. Godric, is there any particular spot you wanted to observe from?
I mean, like, just what random good spot to kind of see the whole length of the race. Maybe like mid track.
Mid track. All right, I'll put you right there with Erdan then. He's closer to the middle, but kind of past it.
A map for this?
There isn't. It is theater of the mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I lost my mind several months ago.
Where's my mind?
All right. To help you visualize the track a little bit better, it's maybe like the beach itself from tree line to water is maybe only like 50 feet. The racetrack itself takes up about 2/3 of that. So from the water to about 40 feet up. And then it runs for a 1/4 mile long.
Buddy, that's all I needed to know.
Okay. Perfect. So you got 40 feet from the water to like the markers that dictate where the racetrack is, and there's probably easily 100 riders squeezed in here. So now, riders, where do you guys try to position yourselves?
That's a fuck ton of riders in a 50-foot radius or 50-foot line. That's a fuck ton of riders.
It's definitely like starting a cross country race where it's like 20, 30 people deep.
Is there are going to be roles involved in this?
A little bit. Depends on what people decide to do. The race rules, the race rules where anything goes, just don't permanently maim, kill, or teleport somewhere where you can't get them back from.
Is the group somewhere in the same vicinity getting ready?
Well, everybody's at the starting line pretty much ready right now because the attendant called for 1 minute.
Okay.
And you're about a 1/4 mile down the track right now with Erdan.
It was going to take me too long to.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get back. But
okay.
You'd be within 40 feet of them as they pass by you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Does it look like anybody around us is up to shenanigans?
There's a good probably 200-300 civilians along the racetrack spread out. Make an insight check.
Right. I'll use guidance on that.
Okay. It's hard to tell through the crowd, but you do catch one questionable looking gnomish fellow, probably about 30 feet away from you, that looks like he's reciting an enchantment, which you would recognize as the verbal component for sleep. And he's like going over the words, reciting them to himself.
Okay. So I'm gonna give Godric a little nod and be like, pointing at the gnome, pointing him out, and be like, he's talking, he's getting ready to cast something.
Okay. I mean, I don't think there's really a whole lot that can be done about that.
Counterspell. No.
Get under and set his robe on fire.
Look, they said
Harry
the
Potter
riders couldn't, kill people. They didn't say anything about the spectators.
In all fairness, as a cleric of Saloon, I don't know if I agree with that.
Well,
They didn't say anything about the spectators?
No, killing one of the spectators.
You all kind of generally get the vibe that nobody wants to kill anybody out of this group. Like, the race is very much a camaraderie yearly event. There's no malicious intent per se.
You said kill a spectator, and I was like, oh shit, there's a spectator here?
But all right, racers.
Can I ask a quick question real quick above the table?
Yep.
If somebody is paralyzed, would they be able to complete the verbal components?
No, because they wouldn't be able to move their mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless verbal components.
All right, riders. What part of the pack are you going to start the race in?
On the left.
On the left, forward, backward, middle.
Forward.
Okay. Make a strength check to try and nudge your way up.
Praying for my downfall.
Not too bad. You don't get to the front of the group, but you're not too far off. There's maybe like 2 riders in front of you.
I'm going to the right.
Okay, forward, backward, middle.
Forward.
Make a strength check.
I did 19.
Oh, okay. You get up to the front. Go ahead, Willie.
Can I follow Fitz, like right on his ass? Just like he's making room and I'm doing.
Yeah, make a strength check at advantage.
Not right now.
Oh, wait. Maybe it's on check.
Beautiful. You stay right on his tail the whole time. And get right up behind him. Fitz, you are front of the pack. Willie, you are right behind him. Okay. As you guys stand there patiently waiting the start, you see the attendant walk out and raise his hand in the air. He goes, when you see the fireball disappear, or the fireball go off, start the race. On your marks, get set, and Pam, you would all recognize by this point he does the Judy Boodha shit to cast fireball and launches it straight up into the air, and then runs to the side of the starting track. And a moment later, you hear the loud bang as the fireball goes off, and the race is on. I need...
Start to cast it. Go ahead and click my heels together to activate Yonder Magical Boots.
Okay. Perfect. So, Yurndris, Fitz, and Willie, go ahead and roll initiatives for me.
Do I have time to let them pop out real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
It'll take me a quick second to get things set up here. So, Willie... Oh, I'm sorry. It would be, we'd say it's Sir Fluffy Butt's initiative.
I'd say thank God, but his isn't any better than mine.
No, it's not.
Never mind, it is.
Why can't I hit hers, man? What the heck? I'm not a bard.
Not on Friday nights, anyways.
No.
All right, give me 2 seconds to write down these initiative order. What's Sir Fluffy Butt's dexterity?
His dexterity 14.
Alright. Yourners, you got an 8.
Yeah.
All right. So the race kicks off. Willie, what's your speed with those boots, by the way? Just your normal movement speed, no dash.
80.
Brad, you shoot it when you walk away.
What?
Couldn't make out all of it, but we could hear the majority of that conversation.
Really?
Yeah. So, like I said, just mute when you walk away, bro.
Nice mic you got.
And this is where it goes to start my 9 mil.
Oh, don't do that. Come on now. All right. You know what? I'm gonna, on the bottom of the map that's up, I'm gonna put you guys there just to kind of give you a little perspective. Because I feel like that'll be easier. I'm just going to use Sir Fluffy Butt's token and not yours, Fitz. And
Okay.
same goes, I'm going to use Willie and not you, Miss Holly.
Okay.
And then Yourners, you'll have your token. Ignore the names of these NPCs I'm putting on here. I'm just using them for what they are. Using their sheets for their abilities, and that's about it. What did I put on there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. Oh, there he is. Nope, I'm missing more than one. If you're not racing, make sure you have rolled initiative, please.
If we're not racing, roll initiative?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Miss Holly, your initiative will match Willie's, so don't roll.
I'll use Vigilant Blessing. I think, yeah. On mine. Gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay.
Hey, I remembered to click the advantage button. I'm very excited about that, okay?
What?
Yeah, but do you really need it? Like, we're just spectating, bro.
Well, it depends on if you intend on shenanigans or not.
Oh.
People just spectate a little bit harder than others.
Let it happen.
But that's why I have you guys all rolling initiative. Okay. So the race kicks off. There's a huge plume of sand and dust and smoke as most of the riders fall out almost immediately. There's like a big pile. Of riders. When the dust clears, this is how it looks. Willie, you are just slightly ahead of everybody else. And by slightly, I mean slightly. It is stupid fucking close. But as the race starts, Erdan, you're way out of range. There's nothing you can really do right now unless you can think of something.
The only thing I can think of is I'm gonna scoot a little bit closer to the little gnome buck.
Okay, so you want to be standing like
Sure.
right next to him, or
Not necessarily right next to him, but like right off to the back side of him, kind of like over his shoulder, to the point he doesn't notice me standing there. If that makes sense.
so like within arm's reach, but behind him?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Oh, this is somebody right next to us. I thought it was somebody out on the track.
Oh no, that's why I was trying to do the whole.
Yeah, no, he over by you guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes a difference. Okay.
Yeah, he's like right there.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That was my half-ass way of putting him on the map for you.
Oh shit! There's a track at the bottom.
Yeah, if you zoom your map out, you'll see I made the track there. So, all right. So that's it for Erdan. Now it comes to Miss Holly and Willie's turn. So you guys are Trixie, being a human-mounted tiefling, whereas Miss Holly, you can use your action to guide him and motivate him. But Willie, it is ultimately up to you on your turn. That being said, you won't be able to move faster than 80 feet per round without Miss Holly's motivation.
So you're asking me to be a cheerleader?
Well, you can either give Willie direction, because you're up a little bit, so you can see things a little better. You might be able to be like, hey, veer left, or hey, veer right. Or,
Okay.
you need to speed up, or you can do something to potentially slow down one of the other riders.
So flash him and get naked. Got it.
If that's what you want to try and do.
What? That escalated quickly.
Wow. Right?
I was thinking, maybe like a little fireball or something, but that was just straight up like, hey boy!
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm like, as a runner, I'm gonna be like, I got the road if you want to take care of the competition.
You
I
don't
was
know.
thinking like firebolt or sleep or mass hypnotize, something like that.
Hypnotic pattern.
Right.
Maximilian's earthen grasp to give them something they have to go around,
Oh,
Think
okay.
think outside of the damage your spells do and just the chaos you can create environmentally with your spells.
Gotcha. Okay. Got it.
She's going straight for the big guns. Fuck the spells. I'm gonna show my titty.
Or lack thereof.
Whatever.
Miss Holly's only 110. I don't think she got a whole lot going on. I'm just saying.
Hey, it's her character. I don't know.
All right, Miss Holly, what are you doing?
To start off?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh god. Hold on.
At first she says
Can
I'm
I
gonna flash
go
everybody.
randomly? Cause see, firebolt is just like a creature, so can I just do it like in the middle, like just kind of throw it somewhere where it can create like a little chaos to kind of
Yeah, so fireball is a 20-foot radius.
No, I don't want a fireball. Firebolt.
Firebolt?
B-O-L-T.
I mean, you could firebolt one of the riders and potentially knock them off. Or what I was going to say is you could put like a fireball right there to make the ground kind of explode and potentially spook their mount.
You know what? Let's do that instead. I like your idea better.
Couldn't she firebolt the ground and make it explode right in front of them?
That's what I just said.
No.
Oh,
The bolt.
okay.
Not
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it with the firebolt too. Like you could
Yeah.
you could target the ground directly in front of one rider.
So it shoots sand up in the air and.
But you could do the same thing with the fireball and potentially get multiple.
Okay, so let's do fireball instead.
Fireball. Big boom. Okay.
Yes.
And
Boom, boom.
where do you want to put it?
Um.
Put that'd
Right
be
here.
that'd be about 20 feet. So up, down, left, right.
Like right there? Yeah,
Right there.
yeah.
Okay.
Do I just do my save like normal?
No, you won't do anything. So you cast Fireball, mark off your spell slot, and roll me a straight d20.
Here we go.
A wild magic sorceress riding a wild magic barbarian. What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know, but I got a 19, so
Okay.
whatever.
So your magic was stable. You launch your fireball off and realize that you overshot it. You see the boom, and all the sand and dust falls back to the ground before the riders can get to it, or before anything is close enough that it matters.
Okay, cool. And I'm going like, whee!
Now, are you piggybacking or are you sitting on his shoulders?
Willie, what am I doing? Am I piggybacking you? Piggybacking you, right?
Okay.
I mean, it left a crater, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, so she's like, whee!
All right, Willie, you are up. So your options as the runner is you can move forward, move left, or move right. If you move forward, you'll progress 80 feet. If you move left or right, you'll still move forward. You'll like move at an angle for 50 feet.
Yeah, it's like straight away.
Yeah.
Lily's still behind, so we're just gonna fucking pump at 80. Just
Okay.
I'm like, yellow soldier, you better hurry up, Fitz. I'm gonna win.
Now this all happens simultaneously, so the way it works is I'll move the tokens at the end of each round to show where everybody has moved to that round. Okay.
Okay. I still start. I mean, that's it.
Okay. Perfect. This guy, girl, excuse me. Anybody watching would see her do a little incantation with her hands. And boom, boom. Brad, you'd be familiar. Well, you out of character would be familiar with it. But a little point not too far to her right, there's just a loud boom noise. And you can all kind of feel the wave of energy as it pushes outward. The Archer 1 and Necromancer Wizard are hit with a thunder wave. This turn, nope.
That was the druid that cast that?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity,
Go ahead.
would that have kicked up any dust?
Oh, yeah,
Since they're on the
absolutely. It
beach?
definitely kicked up some dust for them. Don't worry about it, I rolled it. The Archdruid there is going to stick his hand out to the left, and you can see a ball of fire roll out. Damage won't matter. What does matter is that. Sir Fluffy Butt and Fitz.
Okay, so what can I actually do right now?
Okay. So, Sir Fluffy Butt will continue running at his normal speed, unless you tell him to hurry up, which costs you your action for this round. His speed is increased slightly due to the telepathic ability, is how I did that. So he will move slightly faster than he normally does, without you having to, like, entice him to move quicker. You can also use your action to tell him to slow down or to do something against somebody else. Moving him left or right on the field doesn't cost any action, but he won't get as far forward as he would by just running straight forward.
All right. I am gonna tell him to move.
Like forward, faster?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just put the pedal down.
Perfect. That's it for your turn?
Yeah. I mean, that's really all I can do.
Well, you still got bonus action if you have anything there, so.
I don't think I do. Pretty sure that's not. Yeah, no, that's action. So no, I don't really have anything to.
All right. Godric, you got anything for us?
Nope. I'm just watching the race for now.
All right. The archer right in front of Yerndris switch seats himself and takes a shot at you, Yerndris. Missing. You
Ignore you, but you're gonna get it now, buddy.
You
Sorry.
clearly see him like flip around in the seat, pull out his longbow, draw it, aim it at you, and let go. And as he lets go, you just like do one of the side ducks. And it is your turn.
Close am I to him?
You're about 10 feet behind him.
Perfect. I'm gonna cast Melf's Acid Arrow.
Okay. Go ahead and just target the archer there. Don't roll damage. I just need to see if you hit.
Well, that's really sad.
Automatic miss. With Melf's Acid Arrow, your horse like hits a little bump as you're going, and it fucks up the verbal component to the spell. And you can kind of like watch as the magic sizzles out as it should have been casting. Make sure you mark off a spell slot there. Anything else for your turn? You still have a bonus action if you have anything there.
Can't really do bonus action if I'm not using my weapon.
You have, or is that an action? I don't remember. That is an action. For some reason, I thought your breath weapon was a bonus action, but it's not. My bad. Alright, so nothing else for you?
No.
Alright, it is the other archer's turn. Is going to take a targeted shot at Willie's calf. And he does hit. So we're not keeping track of damage here, but Willie, your speed does go down by 10 feet.
Okay. Hear me out.
Okay.
30. But this was a surprise attack on me because he is behind me.
But you're in a race and you know anything could happen.
I would just like to be able to use my reaction to rage.
Fuck it. Set it off. Because it doesn't affect your speed, it's just you're going to get a magical effect. Miss Holly, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's great.
That's fucking wonderful. Okay. So you
How far is that archer away from me?
like 15 feet tops.
Okay, I'm gonna make this flump right in front of it.
Okay. At the end of the current turn, it will explode, and each creature with 5 feet must dexterity throw. Okay. What's the save on the DC?
Like, I'll look. I have it on my sheet.
Miss Holly, as you feel the wild magic surge from Willie, you can feel the tickle up your back. The same feeling you had when you went into the Mages Academy on Brawl. And you try to fight it, and you can't fight it, and your magic surges. And you feel extra healthy. You just feel rejuvenated. What happens there is you would regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns, but we're doing everything non-lethal, so I'm not even keeping track of hit points. So.
Okay, good.
It was a 14. He saves, so he does not fall off his horse. He will slow down a little bit, though.
Good job, Willie.
Fuck around, find out.
Exactly. All right, it is this one's turn. "20-foot puts a web up right in front of these two. They both fail. So Willie and Fitz, you guys look off to your left, and Yurndris, you look off to your right, and you see this one dark-skinned Eladrin cast a spell out right in front of the two riders just to her left. And you see a giant spider web just like erupt out of the ground, and the riders are unable to maneuver out of the way and get caught in a spider web. And they will be out of the race because it will take them too long to get out and catch up. This one is going to tell its horse to hurry up. And that is going to bring us to the top of the order. So let's move everybody along here. Fitz, you and Sir Fluffybutt were able to pull ahead of Willie. He would be back just a little bit. All right, here's where we are at the start of round 2. Erdan moved into position behind there. Erdan, you are up.
All right. What's the distances that they're at from us right now?
The racers, they're about a sixth of the way through the course so far.
So they're still a couple hundred feet from us.
Yeah, they're still a pretty good distance.
Okay. At this point, I'm just going to keep an eye on that gnome guy, and I would like to see if I notice that he's preparing anything. I know we saw him mumbling something.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh, hold on. There we go. Sorry, I gotta move some things around here. Let's go. And is guidance allowed with this one?
Yeah. He is definitely reciting the verbal component to the sleep spell. But he is not yet preparing it or casting it.
Okay.
He's like going over it so that he doesn't forget the incantation.
Gotcha. I am going to look at Godric and be like, hey, this guy, like, point at him and just kind of mouth, you know, hey, this guy's definitely going to do this. Like, he's definitely going to do something. And that'll be it for my turn.
I'll just nod.
All right. Miss Holly.
Let's do fireball again.
All right, let me put the circle up. All right. Up, down, left, or right from where I've got it.
Up, down, left, right, A, B. A,
Start.
B.
It's A, B. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Aladdin, Sega Genesis.
I was thinking Contra, but okay.
That works too.
Ooh, Contra, that's one I haven't heard in a while.
Right there.
Make an intelligence check, Miss Holly.
Really?
Just do it.
I'm not good at that.
That seems like a great spot. You cast Fireball. Go ahead and roll a straight D20 for me.
Oh. Pressure. Well, that's better.
Okay. So your Fireball goes off. Mark off your spell slot.
I did it.
Once again, your Fireball goes off, leaves a small crater in the sand, but all the sand and debris falls to the ground seconds before the riders get to it, and it has no effect upon them.
Oh, great.
Willie.
Okay. I am going to move forward. Seems like the most prudent course of action. And then I'm going to ready my action to summon that flump in front of whoever is in the lead at the end of this round, please. And thank you.
I think you only get the... Oh, no.
Every round. Every round. But if nobody attacks me this turn, I will not be raging.
So you would have to summon it right now, because at the end of your turn, you lose your rage. So you would have to summon it now, and it explode at the end of your turn right before your rage wears off.
My rage won't run off until the end of, or the start of next turn. Because they still have all this round to attack me still. Because I got attacked last turn. He shot me with the bow.
Hold on, let me double check the verbiage on that. Your rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you have neither attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, nor taken damage, and you have taken damage since your last turn, so you'll be good until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still rage. Yeah.
All right, and you want to put it in front of whoever's in the lead at the end of this round?
That's the plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna flump them. That's the plan. I say that to Holly as we're running. I'm gonna flump them.
All right, the druid is out of the race, as is the archdruid. Fitz, you and Sir Fluffybutt are up.
And this is where everything stands as we are now?
Yeah.
Okay. I am gonna tell Sir Fluffybutt to run, baby, run.
Run, baby, run. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Godric, you up to anything?
Actually, I am at this point. I'm assuming I'm standing there watching them race. Probably got a ale with me from the food.
Yeah, I'm going to reposition the riders just to make it a little more proportionate to where they actually are compared to you. Because they're about a sixth of the way through the race at this point. Coming up on a third.
Oh,
of
you're
the
talking
way through.
about the racers.
Yeah, the racers.
Yeah, no.
So you guys would be over there, they're back there.
Yeah. Oh, the racers are the racers. I mean, I'm watching the race, but it's more or less just kind of just. Yeah, I'm not like hooper and hollering. I'm just kind of there to just be present, if you will.
Okay.
But after Erdan's little comment there, I decided to take a step over here next to the mage. Gnome.
Yeah, he's a gnome.
Yeah, gnome mage. Yeah. Okay. I'll just nonchalantly, accidentally, step next to him and dump my ale down the front of him.
So you step over and spill your ale and goes, "Ah, you fucker, you did that on purpose." Make a performance check
Yeah, sure.
to see how unintentional it looked.
Look like shit.
Yeah, so you, Mr. 8-foot Goliath, and him, Mr. 3.5-foot gnome, he like jumps a little bit to grab as high as he can on you to like, you know, grab by the collar and pull down, but it ends up being like below your navel. And he's like, "You fucking did that on purpose. I'll fucking have you."
Can I just kind of stretch up a little bit and pull him up if he's holding my collar so he's dangling from my collar?
Make a strength check at advantage. Yeah, you lift him right off the ground.
Well, so now that he's dangling there, I'm gonna, look down at him and go, I have friends in the race. I don't know what the hell you're up to, but that's the least of your concerns is my ale.
I wasn't up to anything. I'm just here to bet and watch. And we'll pick that conversation back up in a minute.
Can I do a insight check to see if I can...
Yeah, go for it.
22.
Oh, he's full of shit.
That's what I figured.
Archer 2, still riding backwards, takes another shot at you, Yerndris, and shoots far left. Clearly not able to see anything right now. Yerndris, it's your go. He's still about 10 feet away from you.
Is it too late for me to motion for Erdan to come over here? Like, use a little head nod?
No, that's fine. So Erdan, Godric motion for you. You can see him. He's now holding the gnome up in the air.
No, the gnome is holding my collar. I'm just standing upright.
Oh, okay.
He's dangling from my...
He didn't let go.
I'll walk over to him.
He definitely did like a one-arm flex arm hang, and he's just like, yeah, right now.
He was trying to pull me down to him, so I pulled him up.
Yeah. All right, Yerndris, what you got for us?
Let's say perhaps Willie can no longer hear Holly. Is that going to hinder them in any way, shape, or form?
If she attempts to motivate or direct him, yes.
What's the question? I'm going to tell my mount to hurry up.
Okay.
And
That'll
that will be it.
it for you. Archer 1 is going to go for your other calf, Willie. And he misses. The gnome pulls his face in as close as he can to you, Godric, and says, maybe you should take your friend and go fuck off somewhere else. And I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, Godric, as he casts suggestion on you.
Thank God it's Godric.
14.
14 is the DC. You feel the magic of suggestion tingle at the back of your brain, and for a brief moment, you're like, you know, that doesn't sound like a bad. No, the fuck am I thinking of? Fuck this little midget.
Wait, I got an idea that just popped in my head.
Go for it.
Can I react to that?
You have a reaction, so yes.
I want to grab his hands and hold on tight so he can't let go.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn and get ready to walk.
I'll say make a strength check. We'll call it a grapple.
Okay. Oh, god damn it.
He's definitely... So he's only got you with one of his hands, and you, like, go to grab onto his arm, and before you're able to sink in the grab, he kind of flails his other arm and shoos your hands away real quick.
Okay.
That is it for that, though.
Out of curiosity, real quick, would I have been able to assist with that?
In what way?
Like, if he's trying to grab the dude's arm, like, would I have been able to assist since I'm standing right there with him? Like, grab his other arm?
Well,
Just
you
for
gotta,
future reference.
You got to picture he's a gnome that's currently hanging from my collar.
And you're standing opposite side, so...
Right. There isn't much help to be had.
Yeah, that's...
I was thinking they were more facing like this, like they were facing each other kind of thing.
No.
Did we double check this little guy's name wasn't David before you started meeting?
Wow.
It is the Necromancer's turn, though, who is going to cast another spell. Anybody watching would see it is very similar to the first one. And I need... Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Willie and Sir Fluffy Butt, dexterity saving throws. All right. You can both hear her calling out the incantation and recognize it from the last round. Last second, you both jump as the webs shoot out of the ground to try and entangle you, and you both don't get entangled by the web. This one is going to take a shot at this archer over here, which hits. So, you see an arcane. You see the apprentice wizard just slightly in front of you shoot an arcane blast straight to the right at the other archer across the way, which impacts and kind of like throws him to the side for a minute. And he's able to pick himself back up and keep going. We are into the next round. So let me move tokens here.
Well, don't forget, whoever took the
I know. I got it.
I will take this personally, Willie. I'm just going to tell you that now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I need Sir Fluffy Butt to make a dexterity saving throw.
God damn.
So he makes it, but he definitely has to like turn his head and close his eyes to avoid the boom as it goes off, and he loses a little bit of his oomph that round. And Erdan, you are up.
Okay. Fuck.
The racers are about halfway from the start line to you at this point.
Okay, so they're probably still out of my reach on most things.
I don't remember how many feet are in a mile, so give me a second. Feet in a half mile is so they're about 1,200 feet away from you still.
Okay, yeah. So they're a long way from me being able to do anything.
I would say end of next round it would be the fourth round basically would be when they're within any spell range, anything up to 120 feet.
Got it. I can't think of anything to do right now other than to look at Godric and be like, "Do you need some help there, bud?"
I think I got this, and I grin.
Okay. And I will stand there and is there anybody walking through the crowd stealing ale or anything like that?
Walking through the crowd doing what?
Selling ale? Like, you know, like if you go to a ball game or something like that, to get your hot dog here kind of thing.
There's definitely a couple of vendors moving through the crowd.
I will motion for the vendor who has ale and ask to buy an ale.
Yeah, a younger male centaur comes over and he's like, you know the snow dogs that have the thing of whiskey underneath their neck from the old days? It's kind of like that. Well, what?
Saint Bernard?
Yeah, Saint Bernard. There you go. It's kind of like that, except it's two full-size barrels strapped to the side of this centaur's horse body.
Awesome.
I got ale and firewater. It's silver for the ale and a gold for the firewater. Which do you prefer?
I'm gonna look at him and be like, "What the hell is firewater?"
Firewater. You never had any before? You would know what firewater is. It's like the difference between beer and whiskey.
Oh. What's that?
Firewater being the whiskey, by the way.
Gotcha. I will be like, I'm good on the firewater, but an ale, actually 2 ales, please.
2 ales, 2 silver.
2 silver.
Your mugs, please.
Oh shit, we don't have any mugs.
Godric had one.
I have a mug.
Oh, I don't have a mug.
I mean, my hands are kind of preoccupied at the moment, so if you want to take it from me, it's visible.
Sure, I'll grab it. You don't happen to have a second one, do you?
Unfortunately, no, but I got an idea.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, it's not my turn, so I can't go into too much detail, but don't let him go away.
Is it like
okay.
if it's minimal, go ahead and do it, Mike.
Don't let the centaur go away. Keep him here.
Mike, if your idea is minimal, like it wouldn't require a full 6 seconds, just go ahead.
No, I mean, like, yeah, my actions will, but what I'm planning.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike, are you going to shove his head under the spigot and just turn it on?
Nope. I got an even better idea.
But Erdan, you're able to grab the one free mug and hand it to the centaur and be like, just a second. But he fills it up and takes the 2 silver, and he'll stand there for a moment.
I'll flip him an extra 2 silver to just stand there for a little extra until Godric gets back.
Sounds good. Make sure you mark the coin off your sheet, please.
Yep, you got it.
Miss Holly, what are you up to?
Stop question.
Okay.
Can I use Arcane Gate?
The rules were don't banish anybody anywhere you can't bring them back from. Or
It
don't
will be
teleport
under the same
anybody.
area. It will be just getting us to the closer finish line.
So Arcane Gate, you create 2 portals within the range is 500 feet. So you wouldn't be able to get all the way to the finish line. However, you could create a gate that if Willie ran through would put you guys about right there when you came out
Let's
the
go.
other side.
Yeah, let's do it.
Roll a straight d20 at disadvantage because Willie's wild magic is fucking with you.
Okay.
Come on.
You-
I've never wanted a nat 1 more in my life.
Please.
Right?
Y'all won it every time.
Wait a minute. Hold on. The dice.
It's got to go in the chat box or it doesn't count.
I'm trying. Give me a second. It's not doing it. I can't do it. It's not populating. I did it 4 times. 5 times.
Okay, come here.
Oh, God.
Hurry up. I already clicked disadvantage. Just drag the d20 into the chat box. Nat 1. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, dude!
No. She,
Willie's over there like, yeah!
she rolled a 7. The arcane gate opens up in front of you, Willie. And I mean, you don't even get a chance to avoid it. It's like right in front of you. And next thing you know, you're just like, you look to the right, you see Godric holding a gnome, or a gnome holding Godric, but he's up suspended in the air, and Erdan's behind him getting ale from a centaur. Are you doing anything for your turn, Willie? You are 500 feet away. Well, you're like 400 feet away from Sir Fluffy Butt and Fitz right now.
Pretty far away there. I guess I'm just going to keep on running and be like, holy shit, good job. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get him. Sir Fluffy Butt can't do that.
All right, Fitz, you're up. In the blink of an eye, Willie and Miss Holly just like appear 400, 450 feet in front of you.
Well, fuck. I thought we were like 1,200 feet from him at the time.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
Daddy.
You were. I'm sorry. So you'd be... You guys would be closer to there.
Aw.
You're still way up there, though.
Yeah.
Ain't no shame. You did great.
What level spell was that?
6.
6.
Christ.
She's an level 11 sorceress, so that was the only time she could do that.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Oh, no, it isn't.
She's got sorcery points.
She doesn't
can
use
spot.
sorcery points, so I don't even think about that.
But
Yeah.
I could use them if I wanted to do
You
it
could.
again.
You
You
better
got
start
it.
reading how to, because we're not going to walk you through. Mike, we're not going to walk her through, because I've been telling her for months she needs
You're
to
not
figure
gonna
out how to
walk
do
me
that
through
shit.
it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, no, wait a minute. I can at least leave her this much. On the right side of your...
She knows how to open the
vanity
info
ground.
boxes,
Okay. you
and I've
look
got
up
it set
class-
up so it's easy for her.
Okay, go to classes, go to sorcerer.
She doesn't even need to do
There's-
that. She just needs to go to her action tab and click the little gray box. I've got it all set up for her to be nice and easy.
Oh, okay. 'Cause there's a
Yeah, I have it right
there's a
here.
table for that. Just find the table. That's all I'm gonna leave.
But all right,
Okay,
Fit,
okay.
Fitz,
I'm
you're up.
not gonna walk her through it, but that's enough to get you to the information.
Okay, okay.
Oh, no, she can't, because I just pulled it up. She cannot create a spell slot higher than level 5.
Oh.
So, no, she can't.
Really?
Yeah, it says it. Here, I'll share it. If it'll share. There you go. You can create spell slots no higher in level than 5th. Right above the
Damn.
table. Sorry, Fitz,
No,
go ahead.
You're right. Ah. I've never tried to create a 6th level slot. That's why I didn't know. Sorry.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and just tell Fluffy Butt, just let's kick it in the ass. We'll get him.
Alrighty. Godric, you're up.
Alright. So I am going to look at the Tauren. Above table. You said he's carrying 2 big kegs on his sides?
Yeah. They're like
Are they-
strapped to the horse portion of his body.
Okay. Are they open?
They've got spigots on them. So
Just
he rotates his body and puts the mugs under it and turns the spigot to pour, and then closes it and turns back.
But there's no opening to the keg. That's what I'm asking.
No, like you couldn't put anything in the keg.
Oh, damn it. Okay. How much for the keg? The whole keg.
Well, it's a fresh keg. I don't even know if I'm supposed to sell a whole keg, but I mean, well, which keg do you want? The ale or
Firewater.
the firewater? I don't think I'd get yelled at if I sold it to you for 100 gold.
I'll give you 200 gold.
Deal. Would you mind having your big friend there help with the other barrel? Just like retie it up on top of my back so I'm not all off centered.
Just hold still for me. Erdan, give me a hand, and I want to start shoving the gnome under the spigot.
Yeah, I'll give him a hand. I'll assist him on that.
Are you gonna try and force drown him in firewater?
You got it.
Waterboarding.
I was gonna put him.
Crimes.
In the barrel, but since there's no opening, we're gonna use the spigot.
Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check at advantage to maintain the grapple and position him where you want him.
17.
Okay, you get him positioned. And I'm assuming you're going to open the spigot?
You got it.
Okay. It's just going to start pouring, and you let me know if you want to do anything else.
Nope. I want to just about drown him in it. That's
Okay.
a good plan. I don't want to kill him. I just want just about drown him in it. That's all.
Not a problem. This archer is no longer blind. It's an action point, so he... Okay. Yurndris, you look over your shoulder, you see the archer pull out a short sword and, like, fling it at the apprentice as he's catching up to him, try to, like, hit him with the broad side of it. Completely misses, loses balance a little bit, and the apprentice shoots out an arcane blast at him, which also misses. And it is your turn.
Well, I am gonna cause a little bit of chaos, because why the fuck not? And I am going to cast Chromatic Orb on this archer that's behind me. And I'm gonna make it a little orb of poison. No, thunder. I'm thinking of thunder.
Thunder. Okay. Go ahead and roll to see if you hit. Drop it on your target. misses. Roll it against the apprentice, though, to see if it hits him. Now just roll straight. It does. All right, so I need... So you shoot out your chromatic orb at the archer, who kind of dodges out of the way a little bit, not getting hit by it. And as he moves out of the way, the apprentice just happens to be lined up perfectly right behind him and takes it square in the chest, kind of falls sideways off the side of the horse. And you look back over your shoulder a second later, and you can see him like pulling himself back up on the horse. And he is still there. Anything else for your turn?
No.
All right. Archer 1 is going to turn and take a shot there. That is a natty 1. Man, I'm rolling a shit ton of nat 1s tonight. Beautiful. So Yurndris, as you're looking over your shoulder, you see the other archer, the one over closer to Sir Fluffybutt, turn and take a shot at the necromancer just behind him, and misses. And then you see an arcane burst come from the necromancer back at the archer, and it impacts the archer square in the chin, and he completely falls off his horse. And he is out of the race. With that, it is the gnome's turn. He is not going to break the grapple and be force-fed firewater. Is the necromancer wizard's turn. She is going to hurry up. The apprentice is going to take a shot at the archer and hit. He takes the hit and does not fall off his horse or his ride. And with that, we are back to the top of the round. Let me move everybody. All right, those are current standings. They are still too far off to affect them in any way. Erdan, next turn will be your round to do so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
With that being said, I'm going to look at Godric and be like, hey, you got this?
I mean, if you want to make sure he don't move, because I don't want him to free up and continue doing whatever the hell it was he was trying to do.
So I will help you out a little bit as a new player. Right now, you and Godric are holding him. On his turn each round, he gets a chance to break that grapple, which is a DC set. If you let go of him and leave him to Godric, that DC becomes easier for him to beat. If you continue holding on to him, it stays hard for him to beat.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I will. For this round. Let's see here.
The centaur looks super uncomfortable with you guys waterboarding a gnome, by the way. just putting that out there.
Centaur gold and be like, you saw nothing.
Mark off whatever you give him. He still looks uncomfortable, but he definitely takes the gold.
Probably wanders off, muttering about that little bastard had it coming.
Well, the barrel's still strapped to him, so he's not going anywhere right now. He's just like, ale. I've got ale. We're out of firewater, but I got ale. You got to come to me.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, you still owe us 2 ales.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll keep helping Godric, and I will. I'll tell you what. I will send you a direct message with what I would like to do.
Okay. All right, Miss Holly. You're muted before you start talking.
Gotcha. So, question.
Answer. Purple. Because aliens don't wear hats on Tuesdays.
That's not true.
Self.
What?
But because Misty Step is a spell?
That is for one person.
So because I am with Willy, it wouldn't work.
Correct. Well, it would work. You just wouldn't be able to take Willy with you.
Yeah, that's not what we want. Okay, so then I'm just gonna do Fire Bolt.
Okay. What is the range on that?
120.
So normally it is out of range. You could, however, double it to 220. You are too far.
So follow me on this. I'm gonna be like, you can make the clouds, right?
This is about 400 feet between you and Fitz right now. I know the map isn't proportionate, I'm sorry. But even if you use one of your sorcery points to do it distant, it only doubles the range, which increases it to 240, which you still wouldn't be able to reach.
Okay. Can I do True Strike? 30 feet?
So True Strike will give you advantage on the first attack roll you have against a target on your next turn. So yeah, you could. It'll give you advantage on the next round if there's anything for you to hit.
So I can't just hit the ground.
Well, True Strike, all True Strike does is gives you advantage on your next attack on your next turn. So you'd basically be preparing yourself for the next round with True Strike by giving you advantage on whatever you decide to do.
Just try to let me run faster. Like, sure, whatever check to try to
Or you could try to motivate him.
move.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Willy, come on! We got this!
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the little thing in the shoulders, like.
All right. Willy, motivated. Are you doing anything other than run?
No, I am going to be like, I have my immovable rod in my belt as well.
All right. So you will get some extra movement this round. Fitz, you're up.
My rage also ends.
Yep, your rage is off.
Yeah, we're gonna just double move again.
Okay. Godric.
Okay, how's he looking?
Well, it's only been about 6 seconds. He definitely looks like he's been waterboarded for 6 seconds.
Okay, has it been just all over his face? Is there stuff getting in that mouth? I mean...
Oh yeah, it's definitely getting in the mouth. You guys are having an okay-ish time getting him, like, directing the flow into his mouth, but, you know, he's a living creature. He's definitely moving his head, and not all of it's getting in.
Yeah.
And you can't speak for how much he's swallowing, but it's definitely getting in his mouth.
Okay, well, in there another round.
Okay.
Do I need to do a check or?
Yeah, make a strength check.
Okay. Kind of figured.
Yeah, I sent that message.
Am I getting the advantage with
Yes, with advantage because Erdan is
Yeah.
helping.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll a second time because I rolled it once. Big whammy. No whammies. No whammies. Oh, big boy. There we go. That looks better. Thanks, Erdan.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, let's drown this thing.
All right, give me 2 seconds for a behind the table question.
Mm-hmm.
I think that works.
Okay. All right. Archer 2 is going to try and knock the apprentice with his sword again. He hits. The apprentice falls off his horse.
Uh-huh.
Yurndris, you're up.
I'm just gonna tell my horse to hurry up.
Alrighty. It is the gnome's turn.
Bad gnome.
He is unable. He is wriggling and writhing and screaming like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. It burns! It burns! But he is not able to break free. The quote-unquote necromancer casts another spell. Disappears through an arch and poofs up to, yeah, about right there. Let me just make sure I did that right. Hold on. Yep, perfect. That is her turn. We are back to the top of the order. Willie gets a little extra there. 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 At the top of the order, as Willie and Miss Holly come into range, go ahead, Brad.
As they come into rage, I have readied the hold person spell and cast hold person on Willie and Holly.
Okay, so drop the saving throws on both of them.
Alright, do that. All the meanwhile, we're drowning this gnome. Alright, so if I remember right, to target, am I just targeting Willie or am I targeting...
No, you'll target both of them, so let me...
So,
There's
what
my
is
sword.
worth advantage on this save, but I don't have it on my sheet.
Why would you have advantage on it?
Because I have a cloak of spell resistance.
Do you?
Thank you for the loot. Yeah.
If
I
I
do.
remember right...
No, you have a cloak of protection.
You will see that I have 2 cloaks. So,
I only see one cloak on your inventory.
it's there. I promise.
You have a mantle of spell resistance.
Yeah, that's a cloak. A cloak,
Oh.
mantle.
Whatever. Okay, so Miss Holly and Willie, give me wisdom saving throws. Eric,
Drop it on me.
no, I'll have them roll it because Willie gets it at advantage. And then I'll see what you're.
Normal or disadvantage?
For you, normal.
Okay.
I think that gets Holly, but
That gets both of you. So as you're both running, excited at your couple 100-foot lead, all of a sudden both of you just feel and you're both paralyzed until otherwise noted.
No.
Let me drop these on you.
third level. There we go. Mark that off.
All right. With that, it is both of your turn. Sorry, that was a held action as you came into range. Now it is your turn, Erdan.
Let me check one. Nope, I think that's got to be touch. That's got to be touch. That. I think. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't really have much for the rest of my turn on that one.
I mean, you can touch the gnome. You got something worth touching him with.
Anything that's not concentration, otherwise they are no longer paralyzed.
Let me look here. All right. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Yeah.
Or if there's any action you can take that you think will help. At this point, I'm just trying to get him completely crashed to the point where he can't even remember its name. So, I mean...
Okay, if that's what we're trying to do. I will use one arm to like grab, or one hand to grab his arm and hold him, and then the other one I'll use to kind of grab his head and hold it straight into the spigot.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Miss Holly and Miss Holly and Willie, go ahead. Wisdom saving throws again. This time it is not with advantage, Eric, because it's not against a spell, it's against an effect. So it's just a regular throw now. All right. So Miss Holly, you're still like frozen in a super awkward position. Willie, you feel your muscles lax as you kind of break through the spell. You won't get any movement this round, but you will be able to pick up the pace and start moving again for the next round. Fitz, you're up.
Dashing.
All right, Godric.
How's our gnome buddy looking?
He has, between the coughs and gags of trying not to drown, started vomiting.
Okay.
So it's like he'll vomit and turn his head and like try to clear his mouth, and then Erdan snaps his head back and it just fills with fire water and he vomits again, repeating the vicious cycle.
Can I use my knowledge of medicine to determine if he's had enough to be drunk and survive?
You can make an insight check.
Okay. Well, I mean, sight works too. 23.
Physically, he's fine. Emotionally, not so much.
But he should be able to survive another round, you think? Do I think?
Yeah.
Then another round it is.
Might not be able to walk, but you know.
That's perfect. That's fine. We're going we're going for the third round.
All right, go ahead and make a strength roll with advantage.
All right. It's with advantages. I take a 17.
Okay. That brings us to the archer's turn. He turns to take a shot at the necromancer. Hits. Pegs her in the shoulder, and she falls off her horse. Yerndris, you are up.
I'm gonna tell my horse to hurry up.
Alrighty. The gnome struggles against his captors. Definitely weakened. You can feel like he's kind of like easing or less resistant, like starting to fade out a little bit. Still okay, but starting to fade out.
Since I can't see these rolls, is he doing con check? Is he drunk yet?
He's doing strength checks to try and break away from you. The con check was to see if he was vomiting yet or not.
Yeah, well, no, I was just asking, is he getting those con checks yet?
Oh no, he's definitely he's definitely drunk.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Thank you.
All right. At the start of the 4th round, these are the current postings. Fitz, you just, like by a horse length, get past Willie and Miss Holly, who seem to stop dead in their tracks. Yerndris, you've caught up. You can see that you're a little bit behind still, but still there. And the archer has fallen behind. And Erdan, you are up.
God, I so want to do this, but
Do it.
I don't know.
Do it.
Oh,
Let
but
the
I don't
hate
want-
flow through you.
You are a bad influence, like Mike.
Do it. Do it. Unlimited power.
I think I'm a pretty good influence. He's
Well, yeah, now.
he's the one trying to do bad things.
You won't split the party, no balls.
Let me see here. Wait, okay, so horse length. How far ahead is that?
They're within 10 feet of each other.
They're within 10 feet of each other?
Yeah.
Damn it. And I'm guessing they're going to go out of range after this turn, yeah?
Correct.
Alright. Ah, shit, that's going to fuck me, though, if I do that.
Take your shot, big boy.
Well, fuck it. Okay, everybody's like, shoot your shot. Alright, fuck
Yep.
it.
Monkey power.
I will drop the concentration on the whole person and cast darkness, but I'm going to specifically aim it at Willie's mantle.
Okay.
So here, I'll drop it in the chat box. There's no saves for it, no DCs or anything.
Yep.
Magical
I will say Willie and Sir Fluffy Butt. Well, Fitz, I'll give you the choice. Either you or Sir Fluffy Butt, but only one. I need a wisdom saving throw.
work out now.
Okay.
Nice.
Damn, Fitz!
You said you cast that on his mantle?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Eric, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
I feel like we're not going to get invited back next year.
All right. So, Fitz, being in momentum, you definitely remember which way is forward, even though this magical darkness just filled your eyes and you can't see shit right now. Willie, you're not moving as the darkness takes over, But you're pretty sure the way you're facing is the finish line. So when you decide to start moving, you just have to move forward. Is that it for your turn, Dan?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Miss Holly, oh no, it drops. So as your vision turns to blackness and you can't see shit, you can feel your muscles relax and you're no longer paralyzed. What do you want to do for your turn?
Willie, let's fucking go. And I do the shoulder thing.
Okay. Willie?
Yeah, let's move forward out of yonder darkness.
All right. Fitz?
All right.
Wait, so hold on. As we're running forward, I'm going to tell Holly, I'm going to be like, time for the clouds now, yes?
Clouds?
Clouds. You have
My
magical
thought exactly.
clouds. I've seen you make magical clouds.
Cloud kill.
Sounds appropriate.
Damn, I just blasted your ass, and now you're just like, fucking, I'm gonna kill everyone.
We trying to kill everybody here? That's the route we're going?
I'm sure they'll be fine.
I mean, I
Oh
don't
my
have that.
God.
I can pick an ingredients next time, but just saying.
Fitz, you're just yipping, right?
Yes, I am yippity yip.
All right. Godric, it is your turn. As it comes around to you, you can see the gnome teetering on the verge of consciousness.
Okay, so I'm now going to remove him from underneath this spigot
Okay.
and set him on his duff on the ground and say, now, do you want to leave?
Is that it?
That's it.
You just got like $40 worth of free fire water. What's he got to complain about?
All right. It is the archer's turn. Super disadvantage. Yurindris, you feel an arrow like whiz by your head. This is like a couple of feet away, but you can definitely tell that archer's still back there clinging on to some hope that he stands a chance to win the race, and it is your turn.
Like to tell my horse to speed up, but start moving in this direction. In that direction, I don't know why. Just start moving that way.
Okay. So you use your movement to go left and your action to speed him up. Got it. All right. It is the gnome's turn. You said you sat him down on his butt, right?
Yeah, I'm still holding on to him, but he's definitely sitting there. I made the comment, now you want to leave? You know, like referring to what he said to me earlier.
All right. You sit him down and take a look at him, and as you're looking at him, he like shakes it off and sees the racers right in front of him and has a moment of clarity and just like spits something out and throws it. And I need Sir Fluffybutt and Willie to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Apparently we didn't get this gnome drunk enough.
It is a spell, so you will get advantage, Willie.
Wait. Chronically, I also get advantage.
Aren't we both in a circle of darkness right now?
You are.
No, that is actually.
So he can't
or-
see us to cast a spell on us, right?
Nope.
Right.
But it's only a 15-foot sphere, and he's
But-
aiming at a target, not
Yeah.
a person.
The darkness says it can't be attached to carried objects.
I thought it did.
But the
And
one that isn't being worn or carried.
if the point you choose is an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it.
It does say
Or-
that.
Carrying all of my objects that I have.
Dexterity?
Yep, dexterity saving throws for both of you. Willie, you'll get advantage. All right. So, as you guys are running, you can't see anything because you're both still in this magical sphere of darkness, but you just start feeling things like pelt against you. And anybody who's not darkened starts to see ice shards fall in a 20-foot radius that they're now passing through. Sir Fluffybutt is able to just like stick his head down and charge through. Willie, you're like, oh, the fuck, and you get slowed down just a little bit through this round.
You're a fucking tank, dude.
And that is the end of the round.
He really is. That's why I love having him up on the front line with me.
So there we are. And I'm sorry my dimensions are so off, but I'm going to readjust you guys.
Fucking Yindra's the dark horse in the back.
Yurndris, you, at the start of this round, notice that you have caught up to Willie. It is home stretch. Or no, you still got one more round after this. Pretty close. Erdan, you're up, though. They are now out of spellcasting range.
Out of spellcasting range. How far out of spellcasting range are they?
Few hundred feet.
Okay.
More than 120, because I know that's like the typical max range.
So actually, well, wait, hold on. That's concentration. Hold on, because there might be something. If you said 120, there might be something I can do.
I said they're more than 120.
Oh, more than 120.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
There's
probably
nothing
like 300-400 feet past you guys at this point.
There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna cheer Fitz on, reach over, ask for that ale, and then I'm gonna turn around and hand it to Godric.
All right. Miss Holly, you are up. You
Willie, let's
cannot
go.
see anything.
Just go, Willie. To the front. Just haul ass.
Okay. Willie, I need make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
He's already got a -1.
Poor Willie.
There
No,
it
boy.
is. Okay. That is going to affect the direction of your movement this round as you attempt to maintain a forward movement.
I think you guys are still monsters. You are not reading darkness correctly.
I'm reading it right here.
Isn't being carried. Isn't being worn. Is. Not isn't. Isn't being worn. So he could cast darkness on his objects or an inanimate object, not one that is being worn or carried. Not worn or carried. Is not. Isn't.
If we were in combat, I would care a little bit more, but this is a fun race, and I'm having fun twisting the rules. So I will say, at the end of this round, it will be out of range, and the magic will wear off, though.
I'd kill him. Kill him all. Banish him. What's the deal?
Send him back to his cave.
Just banish the unicorn. No big deal.
All right. Fitz, anything other than yip yip? Fitz.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yip yip. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay, I need a wisdom saving throw disadvantage from one of you. Okay. It there, Godric, are you doing anything?
Actually, I am. Because after that little stunt, he has just, like, pissed me off.
Okay.
So, Erdan apparently handed me a mug of ale
Yep, that's correct.
at the end of his last round. I am going to improvise weapon that thing against his head.
Okay. Make a strength check and add your proficiency modifier. Your strength and your proficiency modifier get added to whatever d20 you roll. So a strength check plus your proficiency. Sorry.
13.
13. That will hit. Go ahead and roll a d4 and add your strength modifier to it. You smash your mug over the back of this gnome's head, and he just, like, falls forward unconscious.
Alright. And after he falls forward and falls unconscious, I look at the centaur and go, yeah, let's settle up. And I pay the man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna look around. Have we got a crowd watching us at this point?
There's a couple
Nobody paying
people.
attention?
There's a couple people watching, but what you guys just went through isn't the only fight that occurred during the race. So it's more like people taking side bets on what's gonna happen than people actually care what's happening. As long as you don't kill them, it doesn't seem like anybody will really care. But you you settle up with the centaur. And he goes, you still got a half a barrel of fire water you paid for here. I just need you to help me restrap the ale barrel, and it's all yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Erdan to give me a hand with this and do that.
Yeah, I'll give him a hand.
Okay. One of you make a survival check at advantage, just to see how well you can re-rig the barrel.
I'll do the. I'm pretty high.
Okay, yeah, I'm not.
Okay. You said an advantage, correct?
Yep. And you
Survival?
Survival, and you can guidance that as well. And then Mike, just put a half barrel of fire water in your inventory. Keep track of it.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, you get it rigged up pretty nicely. He's like, ooh, that's pretty well balanced. You know your way around weights and whatnot.
You're like, with these guns.
Do you even lift, bro?
Right.
Whoa.
The archer bunkers down to pick up as much speed as possible. Yurndris, you're up. You are approximately 40 feet from Willie and Miss Holly, and 45, 50 feet from Fitz and Sir Fluffybutt. And you're about even with Willie, and Sir Fluffybutt's maybe 5, 10 feet in front of you.
I am going to cast Infestation.
Nice. Okay.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Let me pull it up. Give me just a second.
Not on them.
And
Right in front.
right in front of them.
Right in front.
Okay. Oh, you moved to the side last round
Yeah.
and picked up. So you would actually be just a little bit behind them, but that would put you within 30 feet you need to cast the spell.
Whenever I can get to cast Infestation, that's where I'm gonna throw it.
Okay, so you do have to cast it on a creature.
Am I close enough to Willie to cast it upon him?
You could cast it on any 4 of them that you choose.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna cast it on Holly.
On Holly? Okay.
On Holly.
Holly, make a Constitution saving throw for me. At disadvantage because you are blinded, and that fucks with your senses.
Okay, wait.
I love it. Now make a dexterity saving throw. Just a straight one.
Okay.
Okay. You, having just been pelted with ice, you now are like motorcycle rider through a bug cloud, and you're getting like gnats and shit in your teeth, and you're just, what the fuck? And instead of flailing and letting go, you tighten your thighs down, which allows you to stay held on to Willie, even though you're not holding on to his hair or horns or whatever you're using for your hands.
Right.
And you
The horn.
manage to not fall off.
Love it.
I just heard say autofail.
Why would it do that? Because I forgot to take the paralyzed off earlier.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
Nope.
it says autofail.
That was
She's
on
rolled,
me.
but it's autofailed. What the hell?
The gnome is unconscious. That brings us to the last round, coming up to the finish line. They've gotten a little bit of a lead on you there, Yerndris. Sir Fluffy Butt is definitely up ahead. The finish line just in sight. Erdan, Godric, you guys are out of range. We're just going to finish the race up because we got 8 minutes left. So let's go through it. Miss Holly and Willie. You are in magical darkness, so you can't see any. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. Willie,
That fell off.
your direction fucked up, and you veered. You are actually... Where were you? You were like there. I gotta roll. Hold on. You veered this way and are now off the track.
No.
But you think you're still running straight towards the finish line.
Wait, so I'm out of the darkness now.
You are. You can now see. Well, everybody's out of the darkness now. Because I did say at the end of the round, the darkness would go away because it's out of range. So as the darkness lifts, Fitz, you keep moving forward towards the finish line. And Willie, you realize you're at the edge of the track. I'm back, like right there. Yeah.
I think you need to retcon the Yerndris' turn in that case, and check with Yerndris to make sure Yerndris still wants to target Miss Holly, because if Willie veered off course, then Yerndris may not have wanted to hit Miss Holly. You gotta give Yerndris the option of...
That is true. That is very true. So, Yerndris, would you like to change your target seeing them veered off?
Yeah. Instead of him veering, had I known that, I would have just told my mount to get on.
Okay.
Get its fat ass across that line.
So that would bring you up to there. All right. That will bring us to the final round. Miss Holly and Willie. Anything you would like to do right now?
Yes, I do. I want to do fireball between Fluffy and the finish line.
Like right in front of him?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a straight d20 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Come on, that one.
It's not gonna,
Come do it here.
Ugh.
Willie, anything for you other than run?
Uh,
I already clicked disadvantage, just drop it.
do anything. I'm gonna use my action to give her my wild magic bonus.
And what is that?
Find it. Tabs open, I've hit. Good tabs over here.
I don't know what your wild magic bonus is.
I know, I have to look at it.
Okay. Miss Holly, your spell goes off without any issues. I need Sir Fluffybutt to roll a dexterity saving throw. As a giant fireball goes off on the ground right in front of him.
Ah.
Fucking paladins.
Bro, you better get Sir Fluffy Butt whatever the fuck he wants when you're done.
Okay. Willie, did you find your thing?
Yeah, it gives her pretty much. I roll a D. She can for 10 minutes. The creature can roll a D3 whenever they make an attack roll or ability check, and I add that number to the D20.
Okay. Yeah, she's not making either of them right this second at least. So that is it. Fitz, what are you and Sir Fluffybutt doing?
We are going to cross the finish line.
So,
and then we are going to do a very showboaty, celebratory, touchdown dance.
okay, so you're just gonna yip through the finish line?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. Have you ever seen a unicorn do the worm? Well, you're about to.
Yurndris, last round, what do you got?
To the finish line, he's gonna cast Chromatic Orb at the floor in front of him with the lightning.
In front of yourself?
No, in front of Fitz and Fluffybutt.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Just drop it in the chat box. This is to see how well aimed your chromatic orb is. Okay. The ground is not hard to hit, so you get it there. And you said the lightning one?
Freeze him in his place while I get across.
You said the lightning one, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I need Sir Fluffybutt to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. That wraps up the round. Anybody standing on the far end of the finish line would see 3 riders coming towards them. A horse-mounted dragonborn, a unicorn-mounted glowing human-looking individual, and a tiefling-mounted half-elf, all barreling towards the finish line. At the last moment, the tiefling veers off to the side as the magical darkness lifts, and she lets out one last-minute fireball right in front of the unicorn. It explodes in front of the sand, and you can see the unicorn jump over and through the sand that has been thrown into the air by the fireball. And then they see the dragonborn cast out a chromatic orb in front of the unicorn, exploding with lightning out of the ground. Again, the unicorn jumps perilously through and crosses the finish line. In first place is Fitz and death metal unicorn Sir Fluffybutt. I know I mixed up the words. Sue me. And the crowd goes wild. Everybody's cheering with the exception of the now unconscious gnome who decided to fuck around and absolutely found out. Have Sir Fluffybutt roll a performance check. I will say with advantage for the sake of adrenaline. Because that shit is magical. You don't even need the advantage. That is good enough. You all, for the first time ever, witness a unicorn do the worm across the beach. With Fitz mounted.
Oh my god.
18
No,
was the
no.
Dion's DC on that.
I am doing the worm on top of the horse doing the worm.
As you conclude doing the worm, a satire, the same one that you spoke to earlier, Yurndris, comes up to the three of you who have now gathered. Presumably Miss Holly is still mounted. Hands a large coin purse to Fitz. First place, 1,200 gold.
I just doubled my net worth.
That's not counting the bets either. This is just the winnings for the race. Second place was Yurndris. That'll be 800 gold. I'm adding these on your sheet as I'm saying it. Handing it to the riders. So Miss Holly, you're going to get the third place prize money, which is 300 gold. Do you want to give half of that to Willie?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so...
Willie, I'm disappointed. I didn't win that $5 bet that you were...
Willie, give yourself 150.
Can Holly add something real quick as this is happening? She's gonna look at Fitz and say, stepdaddy issues.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but somehow I feel a severe burn.
She's just gonna walk away.
You need some
now, losers.
All right,
You need
so for
your restoration, bud.
I might. I think I'm still a little confused what that means, but yes, I think I do.
maybe a little chill touch to take the burn off.
Let's take this $1,200 and get myself an aloe bath.
All right, bet winnings. Erdan, you can give yourself 30 gold. Fitz, you can give yourself 300 gold. And Holly, I will take care of yours because it's a weird number, but you get an extra 174.
Awesome.
Anybody win the bet on whether or not Willie was going to eat something?
Well, he didn't try to eat anything, so nobody won the bet.
Well, I bet he was going to try to eat his mount, but then he ended up being the mount.
Yeah.
Did you bite your tongue at all, Willie?
Yeah, but the premise of a bet is...
Beginning, so Willie's gonna eat himself and nobody said anything.
But if somebody took that bet, that means somebody won. Because that means somebody said that Willie wouldn't eat anything.
Well, yeah, they got my 5 gold.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's what that was? Was 5 gold on him eating something? I thought it was 5 gold on something else.
If he would try to eat his mount, and he didn't have a mount, so there's nothing for him to even try to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet 5 gold that he would try to bite his mount.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So he basically paid 5 gold to tell a joke to himself.
Okay. Yeah,
I thought
worth it.
I thought the 5 gold was for another bet. Never mind.
We are 1204 though. I will expedite and say that if you guys wanted to hang out for a little bit, you know, you have some casual conversations. Nobody really knows any information or anything that you might ask about. But you eat or drink whatever you want. Mark yourself off tip money or drink money. And then you guys make your way back to the ship and we will pick up back at the ship next week.
Carrying a half barrel of higher water.
That was a really fun twist that I'm glad you guys took me up on. I had a fucking blast with that.
D&D Polo, right here.
Thanks everybody for coming to watch tonight's session. Enjoy the Super Bowl Sunday, and we will see you afterwards for episode 6 of Waters of the Deep. If not, we'll see you back here next week for the next episode of Lord Z's Fantastical Dungeon. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.